Hey Libra, how's it going? I hope you're really well. This is Madam Butterfly and this is going to be a love reading for April. Although just whenever it happens to pop up in your feed is when you were supposed to get it, Libra. Because, you know, timeless. Whether you're new or whether you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for watching the video, or at least checking it out and getting this far. If you find that it resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for me. If you feel like doing that, I would really appreciate that. And if you fancy getting a personal reading with me, Libra, you can do that if you head down to the description box. There's a link to my Fiverr page there. So Libra, your person has some communication blockages, okay, but I feel like you're going to hear from them in the near future, okay? There's like a little bit of a break here. This person's kind of, you know, getting their stuff together, taking a wee break, and then I think you're going to have this communication, okay? So like, I'm not entirely sure how long you're going to have to wait, but I think you're going to have to be patient with them. But communication is coming. And I'm also noticing that my throat has gone. Your person has a lot to say to you. I really feel like they haven't said it. But I think it's going to come because right here you have, these cards are amazing. Like, there's just a little square of yellow right here, like 4 cards that are yellow. You have the Empress here with the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so this person is really really seeing your worth here. I really feel like there's an element of kind of intimidation here because you might have more money than them, or you might just be like, you kind of come across as just particularly abundant, like really independent, I think, really quite content, like really quite a lot of self-love, even if you don't feel that way. Like, this is how this person is seeing you, but this is something that they haven't told you with this throat chakra card, maybe because they're so intimidated to tell you. But your person is showing up as the King of Pentacles here with the 9 of Cups. So there's kind of an element here of, the 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, but I'm also picking up here that like there's an element here of this person, the connection makes them very happy. I feel like you're a light in their world. You know, I feel like almost like you're kind of the thing that gets them through. And almost in that respect, they're kind of happy leaving the relationship where it is for now, because they're scared that you're going to reject them. So it's almost like one of those things, you know, when you put something in your shopping cart, like on Amazon or something, and you just leave it there because it's like, I don't know, like you can't afford it yet, but you're still going to keep coming back and looking at it. It's almost like, I feel like that's how they feel about you. It's like they can't quite afford you yet because they haven't quite leveled up, but they kind of keep coming back to look at you because it makes them really happy. Do you know what I mean? But with the 9 of Cups, it speaks to me of someone who's, they're not, I would say they are kind of happy where they are just now. Not that they're not missing you, they really are, but I think the reality of it for them is like, missing you is better than you rejecting them, if you see what I mean. You could be dealing with an earth sign with the King of Pentacles here, but this also, they could also be holding off because they're kind of waiting until they've got a bit more cash behind them, because there's an element here of like wanting a commitment and wanting to stabilize this person is really, I think they're really trying to ground themselves. There's an awful lot of cards here about grounding, and I think really the way that they have to do that is by opening their throat chakra and actually speaking to you. But I think this may be a recurring theme in their life, that they really don't speak their mind that much. But I think this is something that they're going to have to work on. I think it's something they're working on now, so that you guys can have this conversation. Yeah, one of your person's cards that came up was speak your own truth, or yeah, speak your own truth. So this is, their throat chakra is blocked, okay, like I feel this is coming up a lot in the readings. Like there's a lot of blocked throat chakras, and it almost seems to me, I feel like I keep saying this in the readings, but like, see, towards the end of last year there was all this new energy that came in, and it's kind of almost feels like to me like there's been a switch around in like roles. Like people that were you know, kind of arrogant people that like ghosted people, and like I don't know, people that maybe breadcrumbed and things like that. It always seemed like they kind of got their way, and like the nice people were kind of just left to rot. It feels like there's been a change now. It feels like the people who were always like the gentle souls who never stick up for themselves and kind of just do what, you know, pleases other people and things, like I think they're really starting to step into their power. And I feel like power has been taken away from the, I don't want to say the bad people, but it's apparently the word I'm using. So yeah, I feel like this person is kind of learning to stand up for themselves and speak their truth. I feel like this is kind of what's blocking this relationship. Also, they're kind of starting to let themselves believe in this connection, because it may be like they kind of, I think I said this in another read. I think I've said this in a couple of readings. It is almost like a divine connection. You know what I mean? Like, because they're kind of relinquishing control to the universe a lot more because they met you. Because I think it feels like this divine connection to them. Because you are like this empress that kind of dropped into their world, like this dream come true. And I think because it's almost like you made them believe in spirituality. Do you know what I mean? So they're kind of learning to trust. Yeah, there's also some confidence issues here, which is tied up with the throat chakra. Oh my god, this person really needs to take that off. Thank you. Yeah, this is like tied up with self-confidence, like the throat chakra being closed, like not feeling that you have enough worth to actually stand up for yourself and say what you want. You know, so this person is kind of learning confidence as well. And again, they're allowing miracles to come to them. I think they're starting to kind of believe again in miracles because of you. And see, I feel like with this one, like, see, I feel like this person lives in their head quite a lot. And I really feel like they need to ground this energy. They could be someone who's quite spiritual, or they're just kind of naturally sensitive. So they're kind of a space cadet, you know what I mean? With this, because this is the crown chakra card. Like the thing is, if you're not balanced in your crown chakra, you can just be away with the fairies all the time, because you're not really like it. It tends to be like the people who have like the throat, well, excuse me, maybe not in your person, but like the upper chakras, like the third eye, excuse me, and the crown chakra, like it tends to be like they're not so grounded, because I have this problem myself. Like my third eye and my crown chakra is always like wide open, and then my lower chakras are like closed, so I'm never grounded. But I really feel your person's learning to ground themselves, which is really important. They also have Archangel Michael, power and commitment coming up. Commitment for me is another card of learning to ground yourself and be committed towards something, because that's another thing. Like if you're not grounded, it's really kind of hard to actually commit to something. And power, yeah, your person's, see, I feel like they're going to get more power because they're grounding themselves, but they're really trying. And with Archangel Michael, this talks about kind of cutting off the past, like things from the past, emotional cords, like past memories, like things that kind of bring you down, you know what I mean? Destructive thoughts and things like that are being cut off. Because that's the other thing, like when you're living in your head too much, like you tend to kind of rehash all the things that have ever gone on. Because like, I'm sure you know, Libra, You guys probably live in your head as much as Geminis, but you know, when you're like the more grounded signs, I feel like let go of that stuff. Do you know what I mean? Whereas when you're an air sign and all you do is sit around and think, like you just continually rehash all, like everything that's ever gone on, and you're like, oh my god, like I remember that thing that happened when I was 5, that was embarrassing, oh my god. And it kind of prevents you from speaking up. So they also have Gaia here, which is, I've actually never seen this card come out before, but it talks about the earth connection, being mindful of the planet, come back to earth and stay grounded. Yeah, stay grounded and don't allow your imagination, ego or fears to run away with you, which I feel like is kind of what they're prone to. So I feel like that's what they're trying to stop themselves from doing at the moment. Like I feel like this is all kind of up in their head, you know what I mean? But what they think of you, beautiful Libra. So you have the Star card here, so you're a wish fulfillment for this person, Libra. But also again, you have this kind of dreamy energy. Like I really feel it's almost like this person kind of, it's like they're just in a daydream about you, you know what I mean? But it's like they're reluctant to actually bring it into the real world in case it doesn't work out. But I feel like you kind of brought this person in from the cold, you know? Like when they met you, they had this kind of mental clarity about things. But I do think you come across as very independent. And like really quite, it's almost like this Empress and 9 of Pentacles energy, like really, you know, you may have more money than them, I keep wanting to say that, but someone very independent, someone like a social butterfly, because air signs can come across like that even if we're not, right? You know, like almost like you don't need anyone, this type of energy. Like there may be an energy here of like, oh, I have to get money so I can offer them something. I'm kind of picking that up from the King of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. There's almost this energy of like, this is what I can give them. Or maybe this is what they think you expect, you know? But there's the 2 of Cups here for what they think of you. So they just love you. You know, they just think you're wonderful. Like in their head, this is like a soulmate type connection. They're very impressed with you. I think quite intimidated, Libra. I think quite intimidated. You make them very, very happy. And they really see you as someone that they could build a life with the 3 of Pentacles, you know? And with the Page of Wands here, they see a lot of potential with you. Like a lot of potential for growth here. With the 3 of Cups, you make them really, really happy, Libra. You know, you're really a cause for celebration in this person's world. Like all I see here is yellow, like positivity, happiness. You know, I feel like you have that kind of Libra energy. You know, you bring a lot of love to the table. Like you're very balanced with people. You know, you like things to be fair. You're just a happy kind of energy is kind of what I'm getting here. They just love being around you. With the Ace of Cups, there's a lot of love here. But again, I really feel like you've never heard it. I feel like you've not heard any of this from your person. Like they may have only grunted at you in like monosyllables with the King of Pentacles here, because he's not, it doesn't matter who you're dealing with, if it's a he or a she, but like the King of Pentacles is not, it's not a talker, you know what I mean? They're more of the strong, silent type. So it's kind of no wonder here that you're not really getting a lot of chat from this person. Like there's the King with his pentacle, and there's the Miser with his pentacles. So there's a lot of like, I think, keeping emotions to yourself here. Like a lot of things that have been going unsaid about you, Libra. But there's movement forward here with that, okay? They will be able to do it. I think you're just gonna have to be a little patient with them. I know you're probably already going, oh my god, I've already been so patient with this person, like what the hell? What the hell? Especially for an air sign. Especially for an air sign, like it's so frustrating waiting for communication. I think. I feel like sometimes I'd rather have a fight with someone than nothing. Do you know what I mean? Because I was saying that to someone this morning as well. Like, I feel like for an air sign, being ghosted is probably one of the worst things that can happen, because it's that lack of communication. You're just like, can't function. Like, where's the information? I need the information. But at least for this next little while, like, this is your near future we're dealing with here. So near future can be a couple of weeks to a couple of months, okay? But I did ask them if we were looking in terms of weeks or months, and I really think you're looking at maybe like a month, maybe a little more. Basically what they're telling you is it's going to take as long as it takes with this person. Sorry. This is their devil though. Like, the devil literally talks about your demons. So they need to ground themselves, basically, and until they do that, this relationship's not going to move forward. You're going to have to be patient with them. Libra, that dirty word, patience. Because this is a slow moving energy. You could well be dealing with an earth sign, but this is a slow moving energy. But the thing about the King of Pentacles and the thing about the Knight of Pentacles is when it gets there, it's not going anywhere. So it feels to me like this would be something that really would be worth your time waiting for. You know, like maybe that's one of your lessons is learning patience, because I believe if you're a life path 6, one of your lessons is actually learning divine timing. So, you know, I think it really depends on whether or not you want to wait for this person, because they will get over it. Like, this is a fear of rejection, the 4 of Cups, but they will get over it with the 6 of Wands. You know, I think you just got to give this person some time if you want to do that, because there's a long-term relationship here, and this is your near future. This is coming out, and so I guess it's one of those things, you know, the near future tends to be like, I would say maybe 3 months or something like that, okay? I guess it's really one of those things that it's like, do you want, I can't think of the word, like, do you want it now and it's not going to be right and it's not going to work, or do you want to wait a little bit longer and have something that's going to last you for the rest of your life? You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to come back to the Amazon reference. Like, are you going to buy the thing that's like £5 that's going to break immediately the first time you use it, or are you going to save up your money and buy the more expensive thing that might last longer? Although I'm not advocating buying expensive things, because sometimes the cheap things are just as good. But I digress. But they're also telling you for the near future, try and live in the moment. They're saying not now but later, and they're saying don't rush in, okay? So I really think you're looking at kind of maybe rather, I think you're looking in terms of months rather than weeks, or maybe even a month, but it's going to take as long as it takes, basically. But in the outcome position, you have the Queen of Swords, if she focuses, with the Death card, and the 7 of Pentacles. So there's communication that's going to happen here, okay? I think you're both going to have to work on this communication, okay? I think this is something, or this could just represent your person, but there's going to be an ending to like the lack, the communication lack thereof. This is something your person's going to have to work on, okay? You might have to work on it with them. Like, it might be like with the Queen of Swords as well, this could well be them learning to express themselves, but also what I would say with the Queen of Swords, because this can be, is she gonna focus? This could be your energy as well, you being an air sign, but she can also talk about remembering not to be too sharp with people, like, because air signs can do that, right? Because I'm a Gemini, like, I know I have a sharp tongue sometimes, like maybe a bit too sharp, especially when I'm frustrated. The Queen of Swords sometimes reminds us to kind of encourage people, do you know what I mean? Like, to make sure you're encouraging them and like reminding them that, you know, it's okay, like you love them, and do you know what I mean? That kind of because it may be like, I feel like air signs sometimes do that, like we kind of forget to be emotional with people, but this person might need that. But that's not going to be for all of you, okay? But then in your near future, in your outcome position, you have this Ace of Pentacles. So there's, again, this is your king, your man, your woman. If it focuses with his pentacle, with his or her pentacle, this is the new life that they want to give you. There's a new beginning happening here. But unfortunately, it's only to be found on the other side of them being able to talk, basically. And it's not really just a question of being able to talk, it's about being able to say the things that matter and the things that are important to them. But honestly, I mean, they shouldn't be finding it that hard with a sign like Libra, but you know, it's just one of those things that if that's their thing that they're dealing with, then they're going to be like that with everyone, right? But there's definitely a new beginning happening here, and you're gonna have to ground it. So it might well be that this communication comes out and there's an offer and then the next thing is like having to figure out how you're gonna pull that down out of the air and make it a reality for you guys. So messages from your person: you are a light in my world. I think that's beautiful. Yeah, this was fate. Like, your person is definitely thinking this was like a soulmate fate type connection, because I think because it's been so strong for them. I'm going to come back to that one. Yeah, there's a really strong attraction here. They just think, I mean, with the Empress card and the Nine of Pentacles, it's almost like being out, it's almost like a little bit of untouchableness here. Do you know what I mean? I miss you. That's very sweet. You are my sunshine. You have that twice, Libra. And there is a lot of like yellow in this reading. I really think you are like a real light in this person's life. I think you're amazing. Yeah, there's really an energy here of like being intimidated. Yeah, I'm plucking up the courage. I will never leave you. See, yeah, this King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles type energy. It may take this person a while to get there, but once they're there, they're not going anywhere. So you better make sure you want them. And I'm coming back. So they are planning on coming back. You also have imminent pregnancy here, okay? Which this card can talk about pregnancy as well, the Gaia card, as can the Empress, if I can get her to focus. So for some of you, I don't know if some of you are already pregnant, or like if some of you are dealing with someone who's pregnant. There's like, I don't know if maybe some of you are dealing with someone, this is obviously not going to be for everyone, but if you're dealing with someone who is pregnant already, there may be an energy here of like they're trying to deal with their pregnancy, or like they maybe already have children and they're trying to figure out how you fit in. Because you do have this, obviously this isn't going to be for everyone, okay, but you do have this Queen and King of Pentacles. See, she can also be a mother. The Queen of Pentacles, see how she's kind of got the baby in her lap, like her pentacle. And for others of you, I want to say someone's already pregnant here. It doesn't feel to me, it's not like a warning of pregnancy. I feel like it's either someone's got a child or this person is pregnant and they're trying to figure out how to deal with it. Because it could be your child and they've not told you about it yet. That's not for all of you, okay? So anyway, I'm going to leave it there, Libra, that slightly cryptic message. Annoying. The camera only records to like a certain amount of time, so I just wanted to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I enjoyed reading for you. Beautiful energy. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like and subscribe for me. If you feel like doing that, don't feel like you have to, no pressure, no issue. And you know, come back and see me soon, Libra. Don't be a stranger. Bye.